among labor unions. But you know, they not only supported McCain, they elected a Republican to their county commission. Let's give them a hand for that. Fun county here. Anybody recognize this county? Transylvania. Fun here. Sheriff, county commissioners, they like electing Republicans. And they elected a Republican for president, and they have delivered for the Republican Party in Western North Carolina. Great job, Transylvania. Ta-da! All right, here's another one of those counties. We love Henderson County because, once again, it's not if we elect Republicans, it's which Republican we elect. Sheriff, county commissioners. And we even have the mayor of the city of Hendersonville, which is the only Republican mayor they've actually had in the city limits in many decades. It is a county that believes in the Republican Party and has delivered for the Republican Party, and it is an integral part of what we do. And once again, they delivered for the Republican Party in Western North Carolina. From there, give them a hand. All right, guys. You know what? Hold your head up, Buncombe County. Because as I was quoted in the paper, and I tried to say this last night, it took me 14 times to say it, and I still didn't get it right, but at least it came out one time correctly when the Asheville Citizen was interviewing me. They had hired so many people to stand on the street corners in downtown Asheville that it was like flapping flies on a hot July day. You could not go anywhere that their paid volunteers were on you. You could not. If you lived, if you breathed, they went after it. They had unlimited resources. We're going to come back to Buncombe County. And the reason is because it's not just about this number. It's about they had a positive attitude. They worked every day. They did everything they could, and you know what? They had everything imaginable thrown at them in Buncombe County, unlike anything anyone had ever endured. We're proud of what you did, Buncombe County, and thank you. We're going to roll up north. I know the back roads of that Madison County so well. As many of you know, I ride a bicycle. I race bicycles. And we train up there. And they have the steepest hills, the meanest dogs, and they must know I'm a Republican. Normally this weekend of every year I'm racing in Athens, Georgia. But they have mean riders down there, and they actually have dogs posted out there too. So I feel good to be here. The Madison County, not exactly known as a place that Republicans have a stronghold, but they've had Republican sheriff. They've had Republicans elected. And this time they delivered for McCain, and we're very proud of the work they did in Madison County. Thank you. Thank you. As we zip up to the real high country, Yancey County. Where's Yancey County here today? Here we go. Whoa, we got a big crowd down from Yancey. Home of the highest peak east of the Rockies, definitely east of that. A place that spent at least 7 hours to figure out how to ride a bicycle from downtown Spartanburg to the top of Mount Mitchell. I was glad to get there. I was glad to eat when I got there. But they know how to deliver votes. They have sheriff. They elect people at all levels of government there. And they've supported the re-election of a House member. And we're very proud of the work that you've done up in Yancey County. And they delivered for McCain. County that's dear to me. Years ago, I need to finish my education. My professor told me if I didn't get out there and get an internship, I wasn't going to see anything. McDowell County, Marion, took me in. They made me a family. The individuals that are here from McDowell County are sitting right here. Some of them have had me to tend to, care for, and to try to set me straight for half my life. And I'm honored to say that when I came, that I got involved with some of the best people who worked day and night. They're still working down there. And when we couldn't even figure out how to elect one Republican anywhere, that county has been transformed into, it delivers for the Republicans. They allow one Democrat to continue to serve on the county commission, and that's because he really is confused and he thinks he's a Republican and they can't find a reason to vote against him. They have a Republican sheriff, and they're gaining ground in every election. They're home to one of our great state legislators who's had to fight hard to keep that seat. We want to recognize McDowell County because they deliver for the Republican Party. We're going to roll down to Polk County. This county also likes to deliver for Republicans. They've done very well. They're not big, but they're strong. They got a lot of fortitude down there. And we're honored to recognize Polk County because they also delivered for the Republican Party. Thank you. Finally, as we roll, we have a county, and this is the rest of the story that's not told. Years ago, Mitchell County, part of Avery, and all of Rutherford County was part of this district, and they've been sitting here with us. But you know, there's individuals in our legislatures that they got to count the numbers. And apparently they felt like that the 10th district didn't have enough Republican voters. You realize that a Republican can't lose that seat unless they do something really bad. I'm going to tell you, they chopped and carved Rutherford County up. And they delivered to them every potential Republican precinct they could deliver to the 10th district. But you know what? Rutherford County delivers for the Republican Party with county commissioners. They've had a sheriff, and they're going to have a sheriff again. We're excited to point out that they too voted and delivered for the Republican Party. Recognize Rutherford County. You know, Western North Carolina delivered 26,000 plus votes for McCain. We came close in delivering votes across the board. And you know what? They didn't tell you that in the news. The reason I'm telling you this is because we want to look at what Western North Carolina really looks like. There's really what it's red. We are red. But let me show you something else. Don't wait, just hold. I want to show you how red we really are. This is how red we are in Buncombe County. Take a look at that. Those are your precincts. Those are the precincts as they were laid out in the last election. We know where we've got to take our surgical fight. Not only do we need to continue to be successful in those other red, which you will, you're going to also grow our margins, and we know where we're going to take our fight. Because Buncombe has been red, and it will be red again. Jackson, we know where we got to go there. And we intend to go there. And we intend to win there any way we can to try to do what is right, to spread a message that's positive, that's uplifting, that's an example of what this convention is all about. It's about being out there what we are in here and no different, positive. And we're going to be red. And this is going to change. And this is where we're going to end up. Because here's the message right now. It's part of my report. I want you to know this. This is important. They won't tell you this on the news. We are not alone. We are not alone. Now bear with me as I go through this report just a little longer because we've got some important things that we've got to pay attention to coming up in the next 2 years. Because if we're not paying attention, we will see districts drawn. We will see all kinds of things occur that are going to not represent the will of the people. See, right now we've got a group of individuals there in red. We're honored that Mitch Gillespie has been reelected and David Geis has taken over and was elected in Trudy's position as she decided to retire from the legislature. Carolyn Justice has been carrying that banner for many terms. Roger West represents the furthest inch of dirt in Western North Carolina and represents all of us very, very well. But you know, there's people up there we got to change. We've got a candidate already here who's running against Susan Fisher. You just got to meet the woman. I'm telling you, you just got to spend a few minutes with Susan Fisher and you will find out that she's not left-wing. She's crazy. up to us to replace crazy thinking with positive messages, right-minded direction. And then we have our state senators. We're going to get to Debbie Clary in just a moment. Tom Apodaca. But you know, you got to go meet another one. Those of you who have had the privilege of being in the presence of Joe Queen